Hello everyone and welcome to Living Southern Oregon. Please like and subscribe because we want to expose as many people as possible to our beautiful valley here and all the amazing things that we have going on. Today we are here with Jeremy and Erin of Blossom Barn Cidery. Beautiful spot here and I'm excited to learn a little bit more. So welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the history and how you came to be here?
Well, we were living in Eugene. We'd been there for 20 years, and we had been coming down to visit my folks who were running the farm here. And we really realized, and they realized, that this couldn't go on forever. And so out of love for each other and love for cider and love for the family, we decided, let's keep the place in the family, and let's have a place-based business. And we can join the party here on Kubley Road. There's 7 wineries within 2 miles here. So offering something different and exciting and celebrating the history of pear cultivation in the Rogue Valley. Pears have been commercially grown in the Rogue Valley for 138 years. And so we at least, right. Yeah, and so we wanted to celebrate that and do something that highlighted the Rogue Valley. There's over 100 cideries in Oregon, and almost everybody makes cider out of apples.
Right.
And so we thought, well, let's make perry, which is a wonderfully delicious hard cider that has a long history going back to the Romans, and not a lot of people are familiar with it. And so we think it's wonderful, delicate, light, easy drinking, and that it was a nice complement to what a lot of other people were doing.
Our ciders are made from 100% pear juice as the foundation, and that's why it's called perry. So just a little bit of education is that pear cider is usually apple cider base with a little bit of pear juice added back to it, whereas perry really has 90% or more pear juice as the foundation. So for example, here on the table, we've got 3 of ours. We've got a cherry perry, we've got a passion fruit perry, and a cider apple perry. And all of these are what we call a co-ferment, where the juice of whether it be a cider apple or passion fruit or cherry, are co-fermented together with our fresh pear juice that we juice here on the property. We take about 3 days to juice about 7,000 gallons of pear juice, some of which we grow here on the property and some that we buy from other local farms.
All right.
Yeah.
And what kind of pears? Is it a specific kind or do you?
There's a range of
There
pears.
is.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know more of the name. There's a lot of names.
Yeah,
So you
totally.
have a whole variety then. It's not just one type.
Yeah,
Okay.
we definitely, so we're purchasing pears, the classic Rogue Valley pears, which are Camise and Bosque pears from other growers, but we're growing perry pears here, just like there's cider apples, there's perry pears, so they're high acid, high tannin pears.
They taste horrible.
Yeah, people call them spitters because it's really hard to eat one because they're so bitter and so acidic. But they'll add a lot of body and character to a cider.
Tell us a little bit too about when you're open and what you have going on here, because obviously we're in this gorgeous tasting room, which is absolutely beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
And I want to point out that the table we're sitting on, you were talking about the trim, the tasting
Trays, yeah.
all made from one tree.
Yeah. So there was one big black oak that is on the front of the property that, as Erin pointed out, you can still see on Google Earth, but is gone because it fell apart during a windstorm. And it turned out that people had used it long ago as a fence post, so they had attached wire to it. The tree had grown through the wire and weakened the tree. So when that tree fell apart, we made the decision to take it the rest of the way down because it was potentially hazardous. And we milled it into big slabs and we stuck it in the barn for a couple of years. And then when it was time to design the tasting room, we decided how many tables or how we're going to design the bar, and chose each slab specifically for each specific purpose, and then had sections that are milled into the trim around the doors and window and baseboard and all that too.
I love that.
Yeah.
They're absolutely beautiful.
They are, yeah.
And I think I remember you saying you also have live music sometimes.
We do, yeah. So we're having live music on Sundays in the early part of the summer, and we'll probably bring it back in the early fall. In late summer, we just are concerned about smoke and heat in August in particular. So, but yeah, we have Irish music coming up this weekend, and some Americana and folk music later on, and piano music as well. So we have a variety of folks that are coming in, and usually on Sundays from 2 to 4. And you can visit our website or our Instagram and Facebook to see what our schedule is to make sure something's going on. Yeah.
Wonderful. We will put all of that information in the show link so that you can check it out. And this is just a beautiful spot for both locals and tourists. So whether you're from the area and wanting to explore, definitely. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I talk to people who live in Medford and they've never been out to Applegate Valley. You know, I'm like, are you kidding? It's
And there's
so
great hikes
gorgeous.
here. People
Yeah,
can come in for a
wonderful.
hike and then stopping here at the tasting room afterwards. And you even have people bring out their bird watching binoculars and sit out on the patio, have a cider, and we have bald eagles, golden eagles, all different woodpeckers, and a lot of great just birds to check out in this little section. So, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate you being here and on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Everyone, I hope you come check it out. It's a really beautiful space. And like I said, we'll be putting all of their contact info in the show notes so you know how to get here. All right. Well, thanks so much, and we'll see you again.